We've got a lot to do this weekend to get ready for concrete. We've got to get the forms set up, we've got to get the rebar set in, and then we've got to finish up the sauna tubes. So I came up a little bit early this weekend, and I'm actually camping out for the first time on our lot. I've gone ahead and set up my tent next to the solar trailer so that I can have power inside the tent.
I thought you should have parked your truck on the other side of the trailer to kind of block the tent in so that you would be protected from the cows. You don't want any unwanted visitors in the middle of the night.
The sunset tonight is totally amazing. I can't wait to spend more time out here and watch all the sunsets and sunrises from our lot. We've run out of road base to build up the 40-foot container pad, so we're going to have to do something with the sonotubes. Can't come up another 6 inches. I've been cut out 6 inches off the top of the sonotubes, quick tubes, whatever you want to call them, so we don't have to go up as high. That gives us still the 2 inches or so above the surface, so we can be up into the concrete, but it won't be as tight. Just taking a handsaw, cutting them. As you can see here, almost done with this one. Got one left to go. You can tell up there, they're only 2 inches out of the ground, which is what we want. Down here I got 4 or 5 inches, so these are all gonna have to come up just a little bit. We need some more dirt. That's the next step.
Meanwhile, while Kate is hard at work, Hiram and I are on our way up to the property.
So the 20-foot pad is almost done. We got all the rebar in and set, everything's leveled. And we just need to go through and put a few more stakes around the outside. Make sure that the cement doesn't knock it out. But I think we're ready to go for tomorrow. So that's a plus. The upper pad's still got a little bit more work to do, but we'll head up there and show you what's left up there.
Okay, so Kate came up a couple of days ago to finish getting everything ready for the concrete, and with the help of some friends and neighbors, they were able to get the cement forms put up and all the rebar ready to go, and the sonotubes. We're just finishing those up right now. So I've got this pad and the other littler pad for the smaller container. I think it looks pretty good.
So you help Hiram cut 36-inch lengths. Those are going to go down into the solo tube. We've made rings that are about 5 inches like this, little squares. So those will go down with them to kind of go down the tube. So that you guys need to cut 40 bars. And hopefully Hiram's strong enough.
It's like it just moves around and it's not like that.
Cut them. Use a rebar cutter and try and cut them.
Ow.
Did it get you?
Hit my knee.
See how it's got like a little groove on the very front portion of it?
Yeah.
That groove, the two sides need to match up. That's where the rebar goes in. And it cuts where you pull it the other direction.
Put your weight into it.
You gotta pull it pretty hard to cut it. So Mom can help you get the length right, and then you can push down and pop it.
Okay.
For both of these pads, we're going to be pouring about 6 inches of concrete. So we put these risers in to hold up the rebar about 3 inches off of the ground.
So we tried tying the rebar into these little square things that Cade made, but that wasn't really working. So then we thought we would do something different. This is the second attempt at the squares. It also didn't quite work the way we wanted. I don't know if you can see that. And then we came up with the idea that we settled on. So now the rebar is just kind of attached to the grid in different configurations depending on how they related to the sonotubes. They're still tied in to the grid. I don't know if you can see those ties right there. So they're all securely attached, just in different ways. And then the rebar is just hanging down into the middle of the tubes. I don't know if you can tell, they're just hanging down there. Not attached to anything inside the tube, just up on top of the tube, tied into the rest of the grid. Yeah, we think that it will be easier to fill the tubes with the concrete because there won't be those squares that the concrete will kind of run into. So we hope that's a good solution. If not, oh well, it is what it is. And at this point, that's good enough for me. We're getting concrete and we're getting closer to being done.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be expanded.
Okay, so we're at the community well. We are going to fill up the water tank so we have more water for tomorrow when the cement comes. So this is the filling station where you can fill up your water totes.
There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy
Good morning, guys. Today's concrete day. It's been 5 months of I don't know how many weekends coming out here, trying to get things ready for today. Oh my gosh, hang on. Look at that beautiful rainbow. And the other end's over here. This morning's sunrise is amazing. It is beautiful. It was hitting these cliffs over off in the distance. They're not lit up anymore, but they were a minute ago. There's this rainbow. Oh, it's a double rainbow. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's gorgeous. So I'm on a quick little walk. Kate's already run out to the property. We're meeting our concrete guy out there, our friend who's coming up to help us. But supposedly, our friend texted us back in the city before he hit the mountain and said it is raining hard down there. And that's the storm that's behind me over there. It looks like it might be coming our way, so I hope it doesn't mess up the plan. And I keep hearing thunder in the distance. Oh, this rainbow is gorgeous, you guys. I just hope the rainbow is a good sign. There's the rainbow. Anyway, if it does rain, last night we were checking the forecast. It was only supposed to be 30% chance, kind of scattered, but now it's like saying it's 90% chance of rain. Deep breaths. Bring it in. Deep breaths. It's gonna be okay. Anyway. Well, guys, this is disappointing. It's not really raining here. It hasn't really rained. We've had a little bit light drizzle, but it's lasted like 2 or 3 minutes at a time. But apparently it's still really raining, I guess, down in the city before you hit the mountain. And that's where our cement truck is coming from. And so they got a hold of us and said that, they called it off this morning.
So, got up nice and early this morning to get ready for the cement. And the cement guys, you see all the clouds behind me, will not come out because it's too rainy and they don't want to get stuck up here in the mud.
I don't blame them. They're a big, heavy cement truck. They have poured other things for people up here on the mountain before, so they know the mountain conditions. They know the road conditions. The roads get slippery. And when you're a big, heavy truck, I don't think I would want to be driving around on the roads when they're wet either. But we are not being hit, I don't think, with that same storm. Could change. Again, things on the mountain are always changing.
So, we've rescheduled for Friday, which is very disappointing.
So, this weekend's not working out for the concrete. Guess we'll try again later.
Kind of disappointing. But anyway, we will hit it another day, I guess.
Bummer.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
So, this weekend didn't go as planned. Well, it's actually not a weekend right now. The weekend went well because we got everything done that we wanted to get done, ready for the pour today.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, and we were planning on pouring today, and due to the weather, which isn't really that bad,
Not that bad.
but we didn't know if it was going to be bad or not, so
And, like you were saying, you don't want to pay for a truckload of concrete that they cancel because then you've paid for a whole truckload of concrete that you didn't use.
that's right.
So you could be out $5,000.
No, not quite that much, but
However much it is.
out a full load of concrete is worse than trying to reschedule, so
Yeah.
we'll just have to fit it into our schedule and wait another week. But overall, we feel like we're making good progress.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Having it ready to go is
It's ready
nice.
to go. I mean, that's a big accomplishment.
That's correct.
So,
I agree with that one.
yeah. So I'm not as worried about, being under the gun trying to get it all done in time. It's done. It's ready.
Now
Or
we
whatever.
just got to figure out what we're going to do with the time we were planning on spending doing concrete.
It's gonna be okay. The sun could go out. We're gonna be okay. Before the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. Before the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be
Okay, we're headed home. we're gonna be back on Friday for take number 2. And hopefully we'll have better luck this next day. Bye. This is the road from town that leads up to the mountain, and they did have some washouts this morning, so I get it. Now I understand why it was a pretty bad storm, why these people didn't want to come up onto the mountain. It wasn't this bad on the mountain though. This whole road right here is filled with mud, and it's supposed to be a paved road.
They had to clear this out.
Yeah, and they apparently they came through with some, equipment and kind of cleared it out. Ooh, that looks muddy up there. Wow.
We go muddy.
Go muddy. Woo, Hiram is excited.
Muddy.
Get a muddy. The storm must have just been sitting right over the top right. Yeah, so muddy. It's a big puddle. Woo. Wow. So they're trying to clean up the road. They had, make sure you wave at them as we drive by. So they're kind of trying to clean up the road. They say they had water flowing across the road in about 4 different places and sending mud all down it. So what a crazy day.
Yeah, it makes sense if it's like that.
That they would be clear that way.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense why they didn't want to come up. Well, I guess the storm was pretty bad. We'll give him a pass.